Okay, then I'm looking around. Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, lovely people. Good afternoon, lovely people. So listen, I know I said 12 o'clock, but I pulled over. I just touched down, pulled over, and I pulled over at a Wendy's. So when I pulled over at Wendy's, I was getting ready to go on live because I said, 12 o'clock, I'll be here with a new Be Inspired. Up here at Wendy's, and all these cars came around me, and it was just me, if you know what I'm saying. I said, just in case there's some get back, let me go ahead up the street, a place where I'm comfortable at, and I'm here. I'm at a different place. I am at my spot that I come to. Anyway, I feel safe. Hey, Elle, how you doing today? And ironically, today's Be Inspired is about feeling uneasy. Let me take these off because I got like a blur. It's about feeling uneasy, worry, uncertainty of what will possibly happen, which is the definition of anxiety. And there's some other ones that have come in there, to come into play. You can actually look it up, Google it, do whatever it is you want to do. But listen, your girl was feeling a little bit of anxiety. And I'm sitting there looking around. I was like, maybe I shouldn't be at Wendy's. They might be on some get back. So anyway, I want to talk about anxiety and how it's affecting us and how we can move forward, okay? Especially with what's going on and not knowing what could happen. Even though we have the coronavirus, we're getting back out there slowly. Some places are opening, up a little bit. Washington, D.C. is not there on phase 2 right now. So actually, I think today. But what I want you guys to do, hey, how you doing, Fuzz? Hey, Lynette. Hey, Lori, all you lovely people. What I want you to do, if you feel as though that you're facing uncertainty, you want to go protest, you want to celebrate Juneteenth, and I want you guys to know sometime, Juneteenth is an event. So protect yourself, wear your mask, have a good time, celebrate our freedom-ish. if I need to say that ish, and just enjoy yourself and don't be so panicky. But keep a paper bag just in case you start hyperventilating. Okay, if an anxiety kicks in, and just go ahead and exchange your CO2. All right, so here's some tips on what you need to do if you experience anxiety. All right, I'm gonna give you some food you can eat. I'm gonna give you some colors that will help you reduce anxiety. And I'm going to give you the facts of what you need to do and exercises that you need to do. If you feel as though anxiety is taking over or uncertainty, unease, worry, and you're like, okay, something's going on, I can't hardly breathe. Ironically, we're on I can't breathe. Make sure that you be aware of your breathing. So when you actually breathe, just say, okay, I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. Talk to yourself. And then that'll give you your 10 seconds in between there, okay? Eat healthy. I can't say that enough. Plant flowers, but we gonna kick it. So we gonna kick it this weekend. But plant flowers, sit on the porch, just connect with nature. Those are things that'll help you reduce your anxiety. Aromatherapy, I can't say that enough. Some people, they put the candles, but if you have a pet, be careful with your candles. But use those little scents. Lavender, that's the one that's most popular with everybody as far as reducing anxiety. Music, I'm a music girl. I have to play my music. However I'm feeling, that's what I do, okay? I play music. That's me. But I encourage you, if you're a music person, throw it on, do what you do, throw some old school music on. Now, I'm going to tell you about your music, though. Don't go putting on Pistol Grip Pump, even though that's my jam. Pistol Grip Pump on my lap and all that. Don't put that on if you want to reduce your anxiety, okay? Because you'll be like, I'm ready for anything. So we don't want those type of problems. Avoid drugs and alcohol. I have to say that because that is me even from before. Avoid drugs and alcohol. Try to use some of these techniques, okay? Here's some colors real quick because I don't take much of your time. Colors that will reduce stress. Blue. Why blue? Blue is calming. Green is quiet and restful. That's just sea green, but I'll be popping the bright green because I'm a bright person, okay? Pink. Pink is peace. White is clarity. You guys already know that. Clarity, purity. Try to be calm and slow things down. Violet, peace, and wisdom with your inner peace. Know who you are, and that's what people usually meditate to. But you can use those colors if you want to paint the walls. If you're married, ask your husband first, okay? Before you go painting the walls, all the different colors. Gray, a lot of people say that gray is like a dull color. However, it's soothing. And then yellow is lively. That's a lively color. Energetic. Listen, even if you don't like yellow, put something yellow like in your glove glove box, in your pocket, in your purse. Do it. Yellow, when people try to come at you, just grab your little yellow, okay? Just grab it, look at it, because it's bright, it's energetic, it'll give you a peace of mind. If you're at work and you feel frustrated, you got your little yellow cloth in your pocket, just walk away. Walk away. All right, so here's some foods. These are some foods that will reduce some anxiety. You might be shocked, but I'm going to go ahead and give it to you anyway. Eggs, egg yolk. Great source of vitamin D. I'm out in these streets, so I'm trying to get some natural vitamin D from the sun. Oh, the sun is yellow. Look at there. All right. Brazilian nuts. Brazilian nuts. It's a great source of vitamin E, and it's also an antioxidant. So if you're a nut eater, you know what I mean. If you eat Brazilian nuts, that's what it is. Eat Brazilian nuts. Pumpkin seeds. Listen. Back in the day, that was it. The pumpkin seeds was it. Y'all had the sunflower seeds. I was a pumpkin seed person. The pumpkin seeds is rich in potassium. It's rich in potassium. So if y'all sitting there, y'all like the pumpkin, they're real salty. But if you like the pumpkin seeds, go for it. It's a good thing. Dark chocolate for my chocolate lovers. Eat the dark chocolate. It's a mood changer. It's a mood changer, okay? It's good in magnesium, a good source of magnesium. And tryptophan is good for that too. Actually, it's tryptophan. That's it, tryptophan with the neurotransmitters. So go ahead and grab yourself some dark chocolate and don't feel guilty about it, okay? Now, I'm going to say this because a lot of people is on this now. The turmeric. Turmeric is healthy. That's a spice. That's a spice that the Indians usually use. And yes, your girl got that in the cupboard. Turmeric is it. Turmeric is it. It decreases inflammation. Listen, turmeric has been it. It changes the mood. It increases inflammation. And so does cinnamon too, if you like it. But turmeric, you can't even really taste it. So go ahead and go with the turmeric, all right? And yogurt, listen. Some people don't like yogurt. Yogurt has a few things because it has the healthy bacteria, okay? Healthy bacteria. So you use the doggone yogurt, eat the yogurt. It's a brain health. That's what they say, brain health. A good source of calcium. And if your monkey is junky, it'll help you too. Okay? It'll help you. It helps with the yeast infections, I'm telling you. So you want to, because it keeps those friendly bacterias around. All right, lovely people. I thank you for listening to me. I'm so sorry that I didn't start at 7 o'clock because I was doing what it is that I was doing. Hey, Jeannie. Hey, Rob. All you lovely people, I was trying to get it down. I touched down, like I said, I told you my other incident, and I don't like to be late, okay? To be early is to be on time. To be on time is to be late. Your girl was late today, so I apologize to you lovely people. I thank you for your time. Please join in every Friday. Be inspired. Before I was doing the reruns, flashbacks, watch parties, and the reason that I was actually doing those, because how can I inspire you when what's going on right now? I wasn't feeling inspired. So I had to go back into the closet and get my mind right and say, okay, I gotta make sure I give you something positive, and I don't want to be fake and phony. I've never been that way. So that's why I've been giving you the reruns, because I too was listening to the reruns. I needed something to motivate, to push forward, and to encourage us during this time. I'm glad that things are occurring, that, the good things that are occurring and the changes that are coming. Hey, Jeannie. Hey, Dami. I'm glad about those changes, but we're still not done. And I got to tell you guys, on The View, that Megan, man, she ticked me off. I'm going to be flat out honest. She really ticked me off, and I'm going to share this and you guys can look at it. She was sitting there and she was upset because she couldn't, she said the protesters don't need to be out, and the rally, she said both of them talking about the rally that Trump is having. The rally and the protesters don't need to be out because, and then she acted like she was getting ready to cry because she couldn't go shop for a crib in person. Ma'am, thank God that your unborn child have a father still sitting there. You worried about us out here protesting, and you're upset because you can't go out in the store to buy a crib. You have to order one online. Miss me with that. So she ticked me off with that, and I had a problem with that. And you guys, you could check it back. This was on The View yesterday. Yeah, that was yesterday. I was watching it. And she really took me there. So I had a problem with that. So needless to say, I don't like her. The end. Because of that, she's so insensitive. And what's happening is a lot of people, if it don't affect them personally, they don't care. So even with 45 saying, he was like, nobody knew about Juneteenth. We knew about it because it was important to us. They didn't know about it because it wasn't important to them. So you have to look at that. And I too was racially profiled, and I'll tell you that was during the Denzel Skinner at the Taco Bell right there on Liberty. Okay, I'm still in Liberty. I'm still on Belmont right now. And what it was, I'll tell you what ended up happening. I pulled up and they had the cones there. And you know, Walmart, you go right on in. Well, I wanted to go to Arby's to get me a doggone milkshake. And as I was going and I slowed down, the one officer, it was two of them, the one officer said, ma'am, and this was at like 4:58, and that's why I looked at the time. He said, ma'am, there's no protest going on here. I looked at him, I said, what? And he said, there's no protest going on here. And then the other officer gave him a side eye and looked at him. And then he came to me, he said, can I help you, ma'am? I said, yeah, I'm trying to go in to Arby's. And I usually cut the back way and go. I said, I'm trying to go to Arby's to get a milkshake. And my face was just like this, and I'm looking. And he looked at the guy, and he said, ma'am, just go right around to the right, and then you could pull in there. It's open on that side. Listen, this stuff happens, and people don't understand, and even being a black female, it happens. And I thought, we're right here in Liberty. And I drove off, the sensible person that I am. I said, he's part of the problem. He just assumed that I was going to the protest. No, girlfriend was trying to get a vanilla milkshake from Arby's. So shout out to Arby's because they right next door to the Taco Bell when they were doing the protest. Nobody was even over there protesting, but I guess not because they blocked it off. They didn't shut their doors. Nowhere in the Liberty Plaza on the right side closed. It was just Walmart. I guess they were scared to death that something would happen. And you just can't assume, I guess as a company, they like, okay, maybe it might go bad and it might tear up our spot. Listen, that's not what we're trying to do. We're just trying to be heard. So as I always tell you guys, you have a voice, you have a choice, make sure it's heard. We have election coming up. Please, please, please vote. And I have to tell you, lovely people, when you don't vote, that's a vote for the opposition. And I'm just going to say that, okay? All right. Hey, all right, Daryl, I'll get with you so I can get one. All right. Definitely. No, that's not. Wait, what you got on here? A medium. Yeah, that's too small. I wear a large. Yeah, I'm blessed in the city. All right, y'all. I love you for listening. Find you, embrace you. Most importantly, always, always love you, and make sure that your voice is heard. Your voice, not someone else's, yours. And if you don't know the information, research it. You could call me. There's a lot of people out there, even on the ballots, if you don't understand it and understand the ballots and what they're trying to ask you for, because I'm going to tell you what they do. Sometimes they'll put something good with something terrible. And that's why we have this issue. And I'm going to tell you with the whole school board thing, that amendment, you got to be careful and you have to read it all. I know it's wordy, but this is real. This is real. And make sure you make the best decision for you. For you. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you next week. Again, find you, embrace you, and most importantly, always, always love you. Until next week, people. Shop Talk. Let me see. There you go. Shop Talk right here. Every Friday, I'm coming back 7 a.m. I'll make sure I meditate on Friday so I can give it to you. I love you for listening. And the show is tomorrow. I'm going to try to go Facebook Live. I got to figure all that stuff out. I'm not computer savvy. All right. I love you guys. Peace.